I have to say, up until this point, I wasn't really a big fan of the Ascians or their lore or anything. That lore moment at the end of the dungeon there, that just changed everything. Hello, it be the Jaguar, and it be time to start 3.4. Sir Emmerich de Borel cordially invites Master Wanderlust to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I would be glad to accept. This is very nice.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Oh yeah. All those random chores they had me do.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Yeah, why not join me on the next?
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust.
Hey, that's my name.
Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
Makes sense.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Xelphatol.
Oh?
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden.
Wait, this is Alice?
Master Leveilleur and
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Heck yeah.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
It's a new person narrating. Not the Count anymore. Count Edmund.
Only to be
It is Alice.
Yes. We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect.
It's the ceremony from A Realm Reborn.
The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Xelphatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
So they're gathering power from the primals, I'm guessing. Shadows of the First. Jaguar, will you accompany me to Xelphatol and help me stop the Ixal's ritual? Yeah, man, let's do it. Xelphatol, nice. Gotta love instant Q as a healer. That's a giant balloon. This is like a more epic version of the Ixal theme. I like how they use leitmotifs a lot in the music of this game. Makes it fun to try and identify them. Oh, gotta get out of that. Undertale is another game that's good at mixing up leitmotifs and making them into new songs. Alright, let's slap on an aspected Helios. Always a good idea when I don't know the mechanics of the fight. Looks like we gotta kill these before we can attack the boss again. No melee DPS, so Tank gets all my melee damage buffs. Do these spikes damage you? I would assume so. Oh, Tank's going up further up ahead. Let's grab these treasure coffers for extra company seals. This is fun, riding these lifts. I wonder if you can leave people behind on those lifts to troll them. How much damage do these spikes do? We're gonna test it for science. Not too much. Okay, we've got spikes on this fight, and railings. Guessing there's gonna be a knockback. Just gonna stand in front of this one just to be sure. Yep. Okay, so that created a windstorm over there. Forgot the name of the oh, the Tank's about to die. Gonna move this over here and not in front of the railing. There we go. Oh, he got one too. And that's the knockback. Alright, let's get everyone back up to full before anyone dies. Nice. Oh, this is awesome. You can attack those war balloons, but then they just go away on their own after a while. So I'm not sure what the point of being able to attack them is. Oh, do we have to destroy this before it goes away? Yeah, that must be the case. And for that, big star heal. intrude upon sacred ground. Who dares? I didn't have time to read the rest of that. That almost looks like a guy from one of that beast tribe in Thanalan. I forgot what they're called. Stack. Wow, this music though. I think he's summoned Garuda. Alright, so we got him, but what about Garuda?
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught.
So they didn't fully summon Garuda. So it's just like a fragment of Garuda. Not sure how that works.
Well, well. What do we have here?
You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Who's this? Oh, the Warriors of Darkness.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
She thinks he's Alizé.
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
The light?
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source, for there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
The Arter?
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
If there is aught you would say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
What was that? That's really interesting. I wonder if there's kind of a plot point where I wonder if the Ascians then are trying to balance light and dark so that neither one consumes everything. Interesting. The grounded orchestration roll. Wow, that's a lot of materia. Well then, that just brought a whole new layer to the story. I have several questions that I'm sure will be answered later. I have to say, up until this point, I wasn't really a big fan of the Ascians or their lore or anything. That lore moment at the end of the dungeon there, that just changed everything. Now I'm very interested in the Ascians and the Warrior of Darkness. One thing that I've noticed though is that there's the dark-robed Ascians and the white-robed Ascians are both against me. Like you'd think one would be focused on keeping the darkness in check, and the other would be focused on keeping the light in check, but that's not the case. So I'm still not sure what's going on there. Don't tell me though, I'm just thinking aloud. I'm sure it's supposed to be mysterious at this point. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warrior of Darkness. I know I do. I do too.